it's Claire from Diamond Painting Nerd. And I said in my last whip and chat, I'm going to film another one and just continue on with this. This is the Art Dot Butterflies. And this is where I have got to so far. So how beautiful is this? Let's move that out of shot, shall we? Absolutely stunning. I love this one. I've really, really enjoyed working on this one. I'm an Art Dot affiliate. I forgot to mention I will leave that linked in the description box down below. I have my little tools here. So I've got my rainbow trinket tray from Love Resin Crafts. These are all on Etsy. I've got my putty, my pear drops putty, same as last time, from Crafting Cat UK. And I've also got my Kitten Up Kitten little tray as well. So I'll leave all of these shops linked down below. And I thought what I would do, because I finished off the questions in the kitting up video, but there was a load more comments come in on the last whip and chat, not the last one, the one before, whip and chat number 3. So I thought I would just pick those up and go through those comments as well, and get those all up to date. So I'm going to get my next colour. This isn't far off, this section isn't far off being done anyway, and then I've just literally got these 2 sections here to complete. So yeah, I want to get this one, there's 3 of them I want to get finished this week if I can, because I'm starting an event in September. So I want to make sure that I kind of clear the decks with what I've got on the go, because I don't want to then have another one on the go in addition to the 3 that are already on the go at the moment. I always said that I was only going to ever have 1 on the go, and then I kind of moved that and said, you know what, I'm going to have I'll have a large one on the go and a small one. So the small one will obviously I'll work through a lot quicker, but the large one will just be a bit of a more lengthier journey to get that one complete. So I'm just going to get myself all sorted. Let's move this. Oh, that is my mount that you can hear springing away. Let's move this into position so you can see this a little better. So I'm going to start from the bottom with the comments, and this is from I'm going to butcher this name, Xiaomara. This is, what is this store you go to get diamond art? I don't know if you're asking in general, but I think I have covered that in a previous whip and chat as well. So from any store, to be honest. Now, I know that there's some people only do licensed art. So that's just generally your premium companies. I don't mind kits that are stock images, if it's an image that I enjoy. Equally, I really like, I love Disney, and there isn't anywhere that really does licensed Disney artwork. So it is really difficult. These companies, there are different licensing laws in China. They can use whatever artwork they want. If it's not copywritten or licensed in China, they can use it. They only have to stop using it if, from what I understand, they only have to stop using it if they actually get a cease and desist from the company to tell them that they are not to use their artwork. Up until that stage, they are free to reproduce. Now, I know morally that's not right. And I never knowingly purchase a kit that is a piece of artwork that is from a licensed artist. So it is a difficult one, because there is a lot out there that goes on, and I won't support it from the point that, these artists, the artist's work gets reproduced if I know that that artwork has come from a specific artist. But if it's anything like fan art, Disney or Harry Potter or anything like that, then I'm a little more laid back. That's not to say that, you know, any money that's taken away from those companies, just because they're, you know, a huge conglomerate, it isn't right necessarily. It isn't fair. Unfortunately, it does go on. So yeah, morally, you know, it's one of those things that if the companies like Diamond Art Club were able to license some Disney art, goodness me, I would be all over it. I don't know what the situation is. They've obviously got licensing agreements with Disney for the Marvel side of things. So, you know, whether they could get anything for, you know, the other arm of Disney, the you know, Pixar, or any of the, you know, Disney princesses or anything like that, then yes, it would be amazing, and that is exactly where I would be spending all of my money. But unfortunately, there isn't anywhere, and whether that's Disney's choice, I don't know. And Disney are very litigious as well, so, you know, I would imagine that if they caught people producing you know, artwork of their images, that they would be all over that from a legal perspective, and yet these companies are still able to produce diamond paintings with Disney images. But I don't quite know how that works. But like I said, it's, you know, if they don't get a cease and desist letter, then they'll just carry on doing it. So yeah, loads of different places. And if you watch my back to your question, sorry, I always go off on a tangent. If you go, you can see I've got loads of playlists. So depending on whether you're looking for budget friendly kits or whether you're looking for premium kits, Diamond Art Club. I've recently purchased one from Diamond Art Studio, which is a UK company, and oh my goodness me, I cannot wait to get started on that one. It is a max colour kit, so it's 197 different colours, but I really fancied the challenge. So yeah, Diamond Art Studio, that kit looks incredible. So yeah, just have a shop around, just pop it in on Google. You'll find loads of places that sell them. You can get them on Amazon and all sorts. So Vivian Audis, sorry Vivian if I've butchered your name again. She said you didn't get to mine, but I had said in the kitting up the 5 and the S were the same. Oh, Vivian, why didn't you get in there and put your comment in sooner? I was like, yes, they are when you got there. So yeah, the 5 and the S is on this. You need patience in order to survive that. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you have got this kit or thinking about getting this kit, that that is definitely something to be aware of, because they are both red. The 5 does have a very faint line around it to help you distinguish, but certainly using a light pad, I couldn't see the difference between the 5 and the S's. So yeah, it did cause a little bit of frustration from that perspective. And I think Art might have seen that video, so they'll know it's something that it's been mentioned, and it's definitely something they can work on and fix going forwards. And then Bev M has commented on the back of that comment, just saying 5 has a very slight white circle around it, and K, oh my goodness me, K, I've just done the K's up here. And she says, well, if you can't see any number or letter, it's a K. Lovely kit to work on. Even better when you get your head around which is 5 and which is S. This is what I mean. So generally, this has been a really nice kit to work on. It's just those, the 5 and the S's, and the K, because the K is very dark. I think it's a, is it a black letter? I can't even remember now. I can't even remember. You can't, there's none on that one. Yeah, the K is very difficult to make out as well. But generally, exactly what Bev has said, that I generally get to the end of the section, and then whatever's left, I think if it's that dark blue, I know it's the K. So because there isn't anything else on there that's been a problem to read or anything. So like these are lovely and clear, these ones that are on a lighter color. But yeah, K. Oh my goodness me. Sort it out, Art Dot. But like I said, I'm hoping that these are, I think these are like new gen. I think they've released kits before, and these are kind of like their new generation ones. And you know, they're gonna learn from feedback and comments. So you know, keep them coming, because they will listen. They've been really good to work with from a PR perspective. And so yeah, be sure to go check them out, because yeah, the kits are, I just love the kits, the storage. So the storage that I've got here, this is just one tray from the 120 pot case. It's 2 trays of 60, and it's great because I've got 2 kits kitted up in that case. So both of my Art Dot ones are kitted up in there. Now I am just using the lid just to finish off these last few. Actually, I could probably tip these ones into the tray, but where there's only a couple, I just tip them into the lid and grab them from there. It saves me then having to pour back any leftovers from the tray into the pot. But let's move on to the next comment. So thank you both for your comments on that video. Xiaomara, is it? You'll have to tell me if you write it phonetically how it's pronounced. Then I promise that I will attempt to get your name pronounced correctly. She says you're very young. I'm not. And 40 scares me. And I will be turning 40 later this year. So yeah, send well wishes, because I am not okay with it. I know people say that they have the best years of their life at 40, but I really struggled at 30. So could you imagine how I feel getting to 40? I can't believe that was 10 years ago. Cannot believe how quick the last 10 years have just flown by. That whole section is now done, so I'm just going to uncover the next one, and we'll carry on into this bit here. Actually, let's just move this over a little, and let's go up to about, oops, that's wonky, up to about here. I'm probably not going to get all of that done, but there we are. So yeah, thank you very much. And then the next comment was from Bev again. So she said, I'm even newer than you. Can't be possible, Bev. Can't be possible. It feels like everybody started diamond painting in like 2020 because of COVID. But yeah, it seems there are a few more newbies out there than me. She said, I started on the 10th of June 2023. Wow. And yeah, everyone's been so lovely. My question is, are you doing an event for August? The answer to that is no. So I think I've done 3 events. So I did the 30 by 40 DP along, which is hosted by Scotty Dog Crafts. And I did that in, I want to say April. And then in May, I did, what did I do in May? I did the, DP along, which is hosted by Kitting Up Kitten and Calb Sparkles. And then in July, I think, yeah, in July, I did Lust After Dusk, which was hosted by Kitting Up Kitten again. She is a saint for putting all of these events on. I'm not sure how she has the time to deal with it all, but there we are. So I did that, and then I just kind of felt like, and I was trying to do the Jasmine, the JBG along in May as well. I failed at that. Not May, in July. I failed miserably at that. So that's the painting that I've got on my dining room table. So yeah, I didn't really get hardly any of that done, which was sad, but I always knew that was going to be a longer project than any other painting. And she also asks, what is your first tattoo and where is it? I've only got two. I've got one on my arm, which you've obviously seen. The other tattoo is on my back, and it is a kind of like a flower wreath with mum and dad on it. I think it's one of those ones that a lot of people go and have done as one of their, not one of their first tattoos, but you know, the traditional mum and dad tattoo. So yes, that is on my back, my lower back, which doesn't get seen very often. But yeah, that's where it is. And I had that done when I was 19 or 20, I think I was actually, when I had that one done. So yeah, that is where my other tattoo is. And then 20101946 IFY says, that was interesting learning a bit more about you. I'm sorry that Bella has started to have fits, but I believe they can be controlled very well with medication. So my doggo, I can't remember how much I've gone into with this, but back in May, we were in bed. Well, hubby was asleep, and I could just hear this scrabbling noise. And I'm really sorry if this is a trigger for anybody with a dog that's been through this. And I turned the light on, and she often runs in her sleep, and I literally screamed at my husband because I knew something wasn't right. And he was like, oh, she's probably just running in her sleep. I said, no, she's not. This is, you know, this is something else. And so he got up, and yeah, we realised that she was having a seizure. So we rang the emergency vets, and at like 1 o'clock in the morning, we were driving her, which is in the next town across. It's not even in our town. We were driving her there, and they gave us some, they gave her a shot to try and, you know, calm her down. But the problem is, after the dogs had a seizure, they pace a lot. It's apparently their brain trying to reset. So we got home. They gave us a shot as well. Not a shot, it was like some medication that we could administer at home if she had another one. So they said, you know, it could be a number of reasons why she's had this seizure. But because of her age, she's literally just turned 13. They said they would imagine it's something neurological. And in which case, the only thing that we could do ourselves is get her to have an MRI scan. The problem is, they said that regardless of the results of an MRI, it wouldn't change the outcome of what, you know, how they would treat her with the medication. So we've kind of decided that if they're saying that it wouldn't matter what the results were of the, you know, of the MRI, it would just be a case of us, you know, knowing whether there was something there or not. Now, we've had issues with other vets in the past with our other dog, because we'd been told on 2 separate occasions. So our other dog, we were told that she had a brain tumour. Now, we're talking 3 years on, 3.5 years on. It wasn't that she had a brain tumour, it's that she had, it was the medication that she was on that was causing her to act like she was. In addition, they also told us on another occasion that she had an internal tumour. And so we paid thousands of pounds to rush her to the not the emergency vet, the specialist vet. And they did all of these, you know, ultrasound and scans and all of this stuff. They kept her in. And they basically come back and said, we can't find anything. So the vets had told us they felt something internally, and the specialist has said, well, we've checked and we can't find anything. So we're very reluctant to trust necessarily what all vets tell us because of past experiences. But yeah, just kind of, it's not the reason we're not going down that route, but you know, the vets had kind of said it's not going to change anything. To them it is just a case of you know, managing the symptoms. There isn't really much else they can do, so we've kind of taken their word for it. And yeah, then she was fine. She had another one, I think it was a few weeks before she had another one. So we then had her taken into the vets to look at a long-term medication. Problem is, the long-term medication then also comes with its own problems. So yeah, we've got to be careful and keep an eye on her and have her bloods checked and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's not nice. And then she was on one medication, and it seemed to be controlling everything. And then was it last week before last, we'd taken her over to my parents, and she'd had one there, but she'd been fully under control on her meds, you know, up until then. And then yeah, just randomly, as we were just about to leave, she had a seizure. So it wasn't a bad one. So then we got back in contact with the vets. We phoned them when we got home. And they gave us the advice of if it lasts longer than 5 minutes, then to administer the medication that we had. If not, then to speak to so there's the vet that we speak to, that's the emergency vet. They're part of a chain. So our local one isn't open for emergencies. It's the town over that has the emergency practice that's open. So yeah, they just gave us guidance on what to do until we could speak to the vet. So the next day, she had another seizure. And the day after that, she had another seizure. So it was agreed that she would actually go on to a second medication. And touch wood, we haven't had any more seizures since that batch of 3 that she had 3 days in a row. So we now just have to get her checked, her blood levels and stuff checked, to make sure that they're not causing her you know, harm at this stage, because they are known to cause liver damage. So that's the other thing that we need to consider. You know, we're trying to treat her seizures with a medication, but that medication can also cause problems. So it's a real difficult one. But while she's, you know, still happy and, you know, eating and drinking and getting, you know, some quality of life, then you know, we're kind of carrying on with it. And we know that decision is going to come probably sooner rather than later, but for now she's okay. And yeah, we're just keeping on, just making sure that, you know, she's I mean, she's not in pain. They're not in pain when they have seizures anyway. They don't really remember anything. And yeah, so it's kind of, it's a balancing act. It's always, you know, one of those things as a pet owner, you know, it's gonna, you know, that, I mean, you'd hope that you outlive them, but it's a difficult one. So yeah, that is what's going on with the doggo. And the comment then goes on to say, used to have golden retrievers some years ago, which were very similar to labs, lovely dogs. Then in recent years, I had a Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, 5 in total. Whoa, my husband will not let me have more than 2 dogs. So, God, look at this. This is where the, I just hope there's no more 3s further up. Otherwise, I'm going to have an issue with drills. I've probably got these in my stash anyway, if it's a problem, but, my last one sadly had cancer and she died in my arms 5 years ago. Oh, and I decided she would be my last dog, as I'm getting too old to start again with another dog, and they're so expensive to buy these days. They are. I do have a cat because I couldn't live without an animal in the house. Looking forward to your next video. Oh, my Sue, you are 2010. Hi Sue, I did say leave your name and I'll know who I'm talking to then. I'll try and remember that, but I've got a brain like a sieve, so potentially not. And then I have a comment from Evelyn Veritas. Have you ever put drills in the wrong spot? I could lie to you and say no. I think we've all done it. I did it with this. I did it with this exact kit. What happened was I had a brief moment when in my head I thought in my case my alphas were the first row and that the numbers were the second row, but in actual fact no, it's the other way around, that the numbers are first. And so I started putting where I was working on A's, I think it was, I was putting number ones. So then I had to go ahead and pick all of those off and then go and actually put the right number back on. So I was so tempted just to leave it. You wouldn't believe how tempted I was. But then I thought, you know what, I'll know. And so I did go and pick them all off and redo it. Luckily, it was a section that I just started. So it was, do you want to stick down? So it was easy enough for me just to go and pick them off and then go and reapply the correct colour, the correct number. Oh, goodness me. I think I need to have a little play with the putty. Come on. It's coming out, which is why it's playing up a little bit. Okay. So Evelyn says, I put a bunch of number 12 where 13 goes. Didn't realise for a bit. I can't quite remember where they all are. What would you do? Throw the canvas in the bin, Evelyn, to be honest. It's a waste of time. No, I'm only kidding. I would carry on. I mean, are they similar colours? Because the two that I had, 1 and 8, I mean, they are both in the green family, but I don't know whether, I mean, if you're, you know, got a pink and a blue, it may not look right. You may want to think about whether you want to pick them off. You could, I was going to say, you could try and get a picture of the original canvas or the kind of the rendered artwork and try and find the ones that are, you know, that are problem. So if you're looking for 12s or whatever, you can have a look on the rendered artwork. You can probably get that from places like Diamond Art Club. Would probably be able to, I think they might even have them on the website. Maybe not big enough, but if you ask them, you might be able to. But if it's a kit from somewhere else, then potentially not. But I would just carry on, see how it looks, see if you can make it work. I wouldn't give up on it straight away for sure. And then moving on, Finn265 says, great video, thanks for replying with the video. Of course, no problem. Jan Smythe says, or Jan Smith, thank you so much for the whip and chat, really enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jan. I hope you enjoy the next few as well. Lovely Liz Johnson says, lovely whip and chat, can't wait for the next one. I love the look of this painting, it's on my wish list. Liz, honestly, this painting is gorgeous. So if you're holding off and umming and ahhing and it's not from a budget point of view, then just go ahead and grab it, because having worked on all of this so far, like I said, apart from those 5s and those S's, then this has been a dream to work on, and I'm super excited to get this one finished. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it after, whether this one's going to be hung up or I don't know. I haven't really decided. But yeah, the ABs in this are gorgeous. So I'm really excited to actually see that there are ABs in this kit as well. Because for the cost of these Art Doc kits, they are incredible value. If you haven't seen the unboxing of this kit, go ahead and look back on the Art Doc playlist, and you'll see me unbox it. And yeah, it's just such good value for money. that I hope they continue to, when the new kits come out, to be, you know, a similar quality, at a similar price point, because yeah, I have no quibbles over the cost of this kit, and I thought it was very well priced, in comparison to, you know, some premium kits. Much more budget friendly option for those that can't afford necessarily the premium kits, but want to work on a very nice premium canvas with some lovely drills, with some ABs. So yeah, treat yourself. Treat yourself. Okay. And then next one, just beware, I've completed this canvas and there was going to be a problem with the red letters they have used. I had to use my light table. See, thank you very much for your comment, Debbie. The issue that I had is the light pad was making it worse. So actually I couldn't see the 5s and the S's with the light pad. So I suppose it will depend on how bright you have your light pad, maybe, as to whether that might have been more of an issue. But yes, we are all very much aware of the 5s and the S's. Art Dot, if you are watching and listening, please, no more 5s and S's. A, next to each other, and B, the same colour, because it's driven us all nuts by the sounds of things. So please, no for next time. Okay, just getting these M's down. I've still got a little bit of an issue in that I've got the glare on the canvas. You guys haven't. I don't think, you've just got a little bit of glare up here. You guys haven't, but it means that I can't see it very well when I'm placing these drills. So I'm having to move around all over the place to get the best angle. And then the next comment was Sam from Kitten Up Kitten. Hi Sam, thank you for the mention. Obviously, honestly does feel like chatting with friends when on the lives. I love your vids, and please, that you and Kat live quite close. You never know, you may end up with a DP bestie like me and Penny. Yay, Kat. I love Kat. If you haven't, if you don't follow Kat's YouTube, go over and take a look. I'll try and remember to link it below. She is Crafting Cat UK on no, she's not. She's Cat's Diamond Painting on YouTube. She's Crafting Cat UK on Etsy. And yeah, I'll try and remember to link her channel down below, as well as Sam Kitting Up Kitten. So if you want some more UK diamond painters to watch, then go and give them both some love, both a follow, see what they get up to. So thank you, Sam. And she said this vid was very interesting, so please do more. My question, how did you and your hubby meet? Well, how long have we got? So we met in a bar. I mean, way before all of this, you know, Tinder and all of the online dating apps and websites came about. We did it the traditional way. So way back, see, I think it was the end of 2002. We met in a bar. I was actually out with my friend. We were out literally a few times a week in town, and we were in what was then O'Neill's music room, and my friend wasn't actually feeling very well, so we were planning on getting a taxi home, and then hubby's friend come over and he said, hey, my friend likes you. And I said, well, get your friend to come and talk to me then. And then James, my husband, came over and he was like, hi. And I was like, hi. And I said, oh, we're about to leave because my friend Maria wasn't feeling very well. And he said, oh, can I have your number? And I said, well, no, how about you give me yours? So I got his number. And then we left. Well, I said to him, oh, it's funny actually, because I said to him, what's your name? And he said, Murph. And I said, oh, that's obviously not your Christian name. He said, no, it's James. I was like, well, can I call you James? Because, you know, it seems a bit more normal to call someone their Christian name rather than their nickname when you first meet them. And so anyway, he gave me his number. And me and my friend went home back to hers. And her boyfriend was home, and she'd gone upstairs, and she was chatting to her boyfriend upstairs, and I was downstairs because I was sleeping in the living room. And I was downstairs, and I was like, oh, I feel a bit lonely. Hadn't long split up from my previous boyfriend, so I then texted him. I texted James and said, hey, it's Claire from the club. And then he rang me, and we were literally on the phone for a couple of hours until the early hours of the morning. Well, it was the early hours of the morning. We were on the phone until whatever time. And then I'll tell you this about my my date with him. We met to go on a date, and we met in the town where we lived. And he wasn't feeling very well, actually. He had a cold, but he still come and met me. And anyway, we were just in a bar in town, and there was I think it might have been like a whole bunch of people come in from a school reunion, and it was just really rowdy. So, you know, we just wanted to chat. So we left that bar, and then we wandered up the street to go and find another bar that was a little quieter, so we could actually chat. And it seemed that town was pretty busy that night. So in the town there is a gardens. So now, bearing in mind this was like January, so it was freezing. So we decided just to have a walk around the gardens so we could like walk and chat and stuff, but it got quite cold. So at the other end of the gardens there's like a little stone hut. So we were sitting, there's a bench in there, and we were just sitting in there for shelter, chatting away. And then these two police officers came along, and they were like, you know, what are you guys up to? And we were like, nothing, you know, we're on a date, and we just sat here chatting or whatever. And they were like, oh, okay. And they're all very polite about it. And then they said, they were like, well, this area is, you know, quite prolific for drugs. And I'm like, well, I've lived in the town my whole life, and I didn't even know that about the gardens or that side of the gardens. And I was like, well, oh my goodness me, you know, if we see anything, we'll be sure to let you know. And I completely misunderstood his point. And he was like, well, we're going to have to search you. Now, this was our first date. So it was two male officers, so they couldn't, you know, physically search me, but they could search my bag and stuff. But, you know, we didn't know each other. We'd met in a club. You know, he didn't know if I had anything illegal on me, you know, or vice versa. So, yeah, so our first date, we got searched by the police for drugs. I mean, luckily, neither of us do drugs. So, you know, there wasn't anything that either of us had on us that, but you just never know. I didn't know. I knew him from meeting him in a club the week, a week or so before, whatever it was. So yeah, we got searched for drugs, but I mean, that's the town. To be honest, we've moved out of that. We've moved out of that town. It's just got so busy. It's the largest town in Britain. And so it comes with, high crime rates, and we just needed to be away from there. So yeah, that's our little story. And then, well, I say we got together on Valentine's Day. I was still, I had split up from a boyfriend. I was still seeing someone. And when I met James, and I tried to call it off with him, and he wasn't very happy, but I remember he was on the phone to me whilst I was in Burger King, of all places, literally shouting down the phone at me. But I decided that James seemed nice, well, nicer than the guy that I was with. And so, yeah, I called it off and officially started dating James on Valentine's Day. But he's so unromantic that he tells everybody, well, it had actually gone midnight, so it was actually the 15th of February. So that's how that's how romantic he is. So long answer there, Sam, sorry, but that's how we met, and that was our first date. Kat says, this is Kat from Cat Simon Painting. Kat says, random rubbish, I'm insulted. We do talk random rubbish sometimes, to be honest, so, but I wouldn't have it any other way, Kat. So thanks for your comment there. Jennifer and Diamond says, sorry to hear about Bella, hope she gets better soon. Our pets are very much like our children family. I have a chocolate lab named Finn. I love Labradors. They're just such friendly, easygoing dogs. But we can't complain too much because, over the years, Bella hasn't really had, she's had hardly any health complaints. So, she's done really well. And I know that labs tend to struggle with, things like their hips and stuff like that, but she's not really had those issues. So, I can't really complain that her health has been, pretty good over the years. And now it's just a case of, making sure that she, continues to stay happy as much as we can, and just kind of taking it almost day by day with her, really. Well, it's not as drastic as that, but as we're just keeping an eye on things. Dusty Colour and Art says, thank you for answering my question. My name is Dusty, so you were right. See, this is the problem. I shouldn't assume that someone's handle is their actual name. That's upside down. Goodness me, it's late. I need to finish this section, and I want to get through these comments so I know that I'm all caught up and up to date. So yeah, my name is Dusty. So you were right. I'm sorry your dogs are having health issues. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much, Dusty. Then I have a comment from Only Being Chris. And the comment says, I just came across your channel a few days ago and I was watching on the television, so I couldn't find a way to comment. But please know I have enjoyed all of your videos, especially the playlist of 89,000 drill storage. Totally inspired me to work on mine. Well, that was a labour of love, that one. And do you know what? I'd actually bought the drills, the 445,000 drills as well, square drills from Art Dot. So I didn't film the me adding those because that would have taken about 10 days to go through. I don't think I filmed it. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. And I bought so I bought 2 packs of them. So I bought nearly 1,000 square drill, 1,000,000, sorry, square drills. And that's for custom paintings mainly, to work on. So, well, thank you for watching those videos. And Chris says, I really loved hearing that you enjoy making content. That is truly awesome. And please keep doing it. It definitely shows in your videos. I can agree and say that diamond painting is therapeutic, and it also is mindfulness too. It's been one of my favourite things to do each day. I'm so glad I found your channel. They are so enjoyable. Have a great day. Well, thank you very much for your comment there, Chris. I really appreciate the, you know, the interactive interactions with you guys as well. So it'd be boring just sitting here and talking to myself whilst doing this. So I do appreciate, I mean, I don't know whether going forwards this is going to be a regular thing with the comments and stuff, but because equally I like to come back to you fairly quickly when you comment. So if I don't, then it's because I'm planning to come back to you on a whip and chat. So just know that if I haven't come back to you quickly, then I will address your comment in a whip and chat instead. So thank you, Chris. Pink Carnation Lady says, thanks for the whip and chat. I look forward to more. Love all your content. Well, thanks for your comment. And I'm glad, and I'm, you know, really feeling the love about people enjoying these whip and chats. So, you know, it kind of inspire me to maybe do some more, try and keep these a little more regular. But like I said, it all depends on my health and how long I can sit at my desk for without being in too much pain. So, but I'm hoping maybe I can get through this in this video. We'll see. We will see. It's already approaching about 50 minutes at the moment, so we will see. Oh, did that a bit wonky, but I've only got 2 colours left to do, so I'm hopeful that I might be able to get at least this section, maybe this section done. Let's just get these ones done up here, and then I know whatever I've got up there is left for, oh, I'm like, that didn't stick, is because there's no drill on the end of it. I definitely need to refill my single placer, but I'm holding out. Oh, come on. You can always tell because you go to pick it up and then there's nothing on the end. I'm getting tired because I'm pushing the drills across the canvas. Right, 4 of these can go in there. 3 in there. Oh, and then I might have to put some more drills in here. We'll see. I'll go to holding it. Sometimes that's a little easier for me. And let's go on to the next comment. Thank you very much, Pink Carnation Lady. AA Loves Makeup says, new subscriber here. I really enjoyed watching your unboxing videos, and I've only just finished 1 painting so far, but I've already ordered about 20 more. Well, welcome to the diamond painting world. And like I say, completing the diamond paintings is one thing. Shopping for diamond paintings is another hobby. So you have now picked up 2 new hobbies. Congratulations. You are one of the crew. We are like magpies. Crafters are typically like magpies when it comes to supplies, that we want all of the, you know, the latest things, and all of the pens and all of the trays, and just, yeah. Oh, goodness me. See, this is what I mean. Someone take this diamond painting pen away from me. Becoming dangerous at this time of night. So the rest of the comment says, could you please do a video showing your completed projects and paintings and giving reviews on the quality, painting or tools, especially those budget ones from Shein or Temu, or maybe a favourites of the month video. You may already have one, so please link it over if you have the time. My favourites of the month videos are something that I have planned to include on my channel, but I've never got round to filming them. Part of the problem is with favourites of the month is because sometimes I don't always complete a painting in a month. It just all depends. So I wouldn't necessarily always have a painting to show. I could show you my favourite tools of the month. What I also plan to do is highlight my favourite YouTube channel of the month in that video as well. So I'm all about sharing the love and highlighting other creators. And so those videos have been planned for quite a while. But yes, it's just something that I've never got chance to actually sit down and, you know, put together and film, but it is on the plans. So there are some kitting down videos where I actually review the canvas. So go ahead and take a look at the kitting down playlist and you might find some partial kind of reviews in there. That might answer your queries, but at some stage I'll go through my portfolio, maybe do a little video on showing you the paintings that I've, the 30 by 40s that I've created, and there's some in there from Shein and Temu and all sorts, so you'll get to see. I can talk through might be a bit of a longer chatty video, but I can talk through all of the my, you know, thoughts and feelings on you know, those budget ones, which I know people are very anti, but actually I've had really good experiences with the Shein canvases for sure. I can't remember what I've completed from Temu so far, so I don't want to comment at this stage, but yeah, I've done quite a few Shein ones and I've got no grumbles for the budget. For a budget kit, I've got no grumbles at all, no complaints. I think I had one kit where I ran out of drills, which can happen, and I luckily I had some in my spare, so I just replaced them, so it wasn't an issue for me at that stage to fix it. But yes, I will be looking to bring some more different videos, but just at the minute the videos that I'm putting up is taking quite a lot of time as it is. So, but yes, definitely. Rachel Wells says, hi, I'm doing this picture, but I've seen some people have it with a blue butterfly bottom left, or the bottom left, but the orange like you, and I have. Do you or anyone know if there is a correct way around, as when I turned it around the butterflies look the right way up, so I'm really confused. Sorry. Great whip and chat. Thanks, Claire. I think you could have it any way up that you want, really. I suppose that's up to you. I think naturally it looks like it should go where, you know, it's got the Art Dot logo at the top, but I don't think it matters. So whichever way you think looks best, turn it that way. So, you know, I'm sure that people will have it all different which ways, because the butterflies are not directional on the paintings. So you can, your choice, have it whichever way you feel looks best. And that's Doggo in the background, so I'm sorry about the noise, but I'm nearly finished here, so we are getting there, guys. So I think there's only a couple more anyway. So one says, I just found you. I'm in USA, Washington State. Great getting to know you. I'll be back for sure. Hugs, Billy A. Hi, Billy from across the pond. Thanks so much for watching and for commenting as well. Much appreciated. And yeah, I'm, you know, looking forward to getting to know some more of you in my small community a lot better as well. So feel free to, on any video, feel free to drop me a comment, even if you just want to say hello, or let me know who you are, where you're from, and it's really fun and exciting to kind of interact with people from, you know, all across the globe. So yeah, feel free to to reach out. So hello again, Billy. And then Stephanie Kosh, she said, I'm late in response. Oh, this was on the whip and chat. Sorry, this is a late comment. She says, I'm late in responding to you. I've been traveling and not on YouTube lately. How did you learn about diamond painting? As I've said, I got sent a kit for a PR purpose. And that's how I learned about it. Do you have kids? I do not. I have 2 fur babies. And if you work, what type of work do you do? I've said in, was it my last video? I am a researcher for a financial research company. So yeah, I explain a bit more. I think it was on my previous video. I explain a bit more on that. And then the last comment from Irene says, I love your whip and chat. I'm also October baby. Yay! But the springtime because I'm in South Africa. Ah, okay. So you are, I forget, Southern Hemisphere. So yeah, you're opposite to us. Yeah, October is my time of the year. I love the autumn. I'm not one for the summer. I do not like the heat. And so, yeah. But we are coming to the end of summer now. It is almost the end of August. And we are coming into cooler weather. Mind you, we haven't had a really, really hot summer this year. Thank goodness, because we had temperatures at like 38 degrees Celsius last year. And it was constant. And yeah, it was horrific. Here we are. And this is where I got to. So I managed to get that section done during the whip and chat. So all the way across from here. I have shown this on last week's whip and chat, but oh my god, look at the ABs on this. Love the blue ABs on here. I don't think there's any more ABs over here, which I'm a little bit sad about, because they're kind of here, and then just nothing on. Oh, there's some blue ABs over here, but unless there's some up here, I don't think so. ABs are 4, P and 9. I don't think there's any more. No, I can't see any. So no, yeah, I'm a little gutted that there's kind of no ABs over in this section. I'm not too sure why, but I hope you've enjoyed today's whip and chat. We are nearly there. I'll post a photo on Instagram. If you're not following me over on Instagram, it is linked down below. Make sure you go and give me a follow over there. I'll post a final photo once I've got this last section finished. Thank you very much for joining me for today. As always, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a thumbs up, it really is appreciated, and it does help me get found by other diamond painting people that love watching these videos as well. Make sure you hit subscribe if you are new to my channel. That would be lovely. It's free, you don't have to pay anything, and you can come back and watch more videos, or go back and watch my previous videos. Everything's in a playlist, so go and click on a playlist, and you can watch till your heart's content. And make sure you hit the bell notification so you're aware of when I next upload another video. And drop me any comments in the comment section down below. And I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye, guys.